plays games with Steve
and Angel. All right, let's sauve. It's always important to save your work. If you're listening to this let's play right now while you're drawing, like save right now. Save right now.
Yeah, save your work.
If you're writing, save your work. Just whatever.
Or if you're playing a video game, save right now.
There's like an automatic, save function.
If you're a firefighter and you see a child about to fall out of a building, save that child.
Yeah, save that child. Yeah.
If you're in the show Heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world.
God.
If you're clipping coupons, save.
Yeah, save a couple dollars.
Nick.
If you're a tube-shaped candy, a life save.
Sorry, I didn't mean to read your line, Angel. I just thought it was funny. It's like, Nick, what
are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me?
Yeah. Why?
I did not know they were both the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was just thinking about how strong she is.
Should I be playing Nick or?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up.
Yeah. I'm sure she's felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master. I'm still just a little girl. Just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial.
But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Hey, morning, Pearly. I like her nickname more than Pearls.
Yeah, Pearls.
You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother is coming today to show her support.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please. It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Pearly! Not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Wow.
Whew. Thank goodness.
That's the guards like, wow. Wow.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on?
June 22nd, that's what's going on.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
I hate this.
Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. I have 3 followers on Twitch. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
Her? I don't know. I feel like she would have a pretty big audience.
She'd probably do pretty well on Twitch, yeah.
Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Gulp.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What?
But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand.
Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this.
Angel, you be Phoenix and
Yeah, you take over.
Witness, name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah!
I don't think anyone really cares. It's me when you guys quote things.
Yeah.
Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
The spirit severing technique.
Oh, we've been here, Judge. A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is.
Yes, that is...
You, be quiet. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order, order, order! Ms. Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Maya's escape?
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength,
Comes great responsibility.
she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. And I'm pretty sure she yelled "Judo chop." I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
I'm mad.
What? Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Herm. Let's see. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. The pistol was hanging from Miss Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Hold it! During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the neck. On the head. Yeah, on the neck. Yeah, you're a vampire. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
Why would you lie? But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection! The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? Or further? So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Is there something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! This fitness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well.
Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Should have been that rock sandwich. Now, fitness, continue with what happened.
You're gonna have teeth like Dr. Hottie if you keep having those.
Oh, don't remind me that
Oh,
he
what?
exists.
Everyone's we never quite had a character as popular as Dr.
I didn't
Hottie.
tell you that Dr. Hottie's the prosecutor in the third game? Oh, wow. You're gonna have a fun surprise there.
Suddenly I can't commit to this.
Suddenly, oh!
I gotta go. Sorry.
Actually, there's like Dr. Hottie DLC in most video games.
Oh!
Yeah, he's the newest skin in Fortnite.
He's the champion in Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh god, what a terrible game. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes.
I'm just an old lady.
Oh, I'm just 32 years old.
No,
How old is she actually? She's like...
No, they don't list her age in the court.
Oh,
record.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh. But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection! Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Ah!
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand, as I am 36.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However...
Great, since she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while.
Judo chop!
So her neck.
Judo chop!
God. We're a big Austin Powers fan here.
And so is Jay now.
Yeah, we're so proud.
Like actually.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we ever kind of like hinted at that, but like, yeah, we no longer, when we do Austin Powers references, we no longer say, one day you'll get it, Jay.
Because
Jay
he gets it. He gets it in his
He's
heart
our
now.
Special guy.
Yeah.
You fainted?
He's my boy.
He's my special boy!
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps.
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Hold it! Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great, well now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went?
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. Can't see a crack in her testimony.
Oh, what should we do?
For now, we should try and get more information out of her. After we get more information from her, we may be able to use it later to our advantage.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'll just press everything. Hold it! Just now, you said those two. Who are the two people you're referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, but for me, I'm around here though. It's like,
Yeah.
clearly. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention, she looked awful.
God. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
What?
I'm like, yeah, they do that.
Oh,
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fay?
I requested that they call the policia.
La policia.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I'm near the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did he chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims.
Huh?
The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. What a good lady.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her. And a bad one of us. This is really, really bad.
Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
That's enough! From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
Hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the ass.
Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly what we should... Be quiet, you!
Quite.
Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Yay. Eenie Miney.
Mo.
I think you could see where this is headed.
Yeah, catching a tiger.
By the toe.
Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is Eenie Miney. I'm researching parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Google's
yes,
free.
sir. Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Well, I guess?
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake.
After the moida. When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. Oh, it was oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in a sad way. My sister, she told me something totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Meenie Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness.
Like, yeah?
Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Of course. Ms. Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes.
There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. Ba-bam! The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt. There is room for doubt. So the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if he'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
After the moida
Started.
I was like sleeping in the side room. Like a little later, someone came into the room like really suddenly. I was like, oh my god, like totally my sister.
Hold it!
This is like so totally random.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah. I guess.
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. More than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright.
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Ms. Meanie Miney?
Like, I hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way.
Hold it! You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about, like, the kind channeling technique.
The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister.
Yeah, like, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning?
Is it wise to sometimes drop it?
I think at this point you're safe. Go for it.
Okay.
So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
Wouldn't that be safe to say, Steve, that the majority of times?
I would say, yeah. There are
like weird random moments, but for the most part, you might as well.
But I will say, not too much spoilers. Like those instances, it's never like punishing. But we'll get into it when we get to it. But I wouldn't. Anytime that's opportunity, I'd always say go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange.
But... Ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Damn.
Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
Do you
remember what she said?
Like what she answered to like my previous questioning?
Yes.
No.
Then just say it's important for now.
It is very important. Well, I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mr. Wright. Ms. Might, please amend your testite. Boney.
Okay.
All right.
Like, okay. I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. I like saw her costume totally like normal.
Hold it! So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance?
Like, yeah, nothing was like weird.
Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible.
Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? As soon as she like told me something like totally terrible.
Hold it! Something terrible? What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just like tell you about it? Did you like forget already?
A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I got that reference.
Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again?
Do I need to bother?
It was, by the way, it was the one with the, when you see the car and it's
Yes.
just like,
Yes.
you remember that pretty well.
I
right?
do. So
It's just gonna play that again.
okay, so I won't bother asking.
I did just hear this story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well, you may continue your testimony, Ms. Miney.
I know there has to be something here I could use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected.
So what did you do? Like when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room.
Hold it. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I like think there were sesame seeds like in the lunch they served that day. I had this like a premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day.
Yes, indeed. I seed.
I was just waiting to make that joke. No one else. Am I the only one here who missed out on making that joke?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like a little later, someone came into the room like really suddenly.
Hold it! Do you know the time?
Like maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for like food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when that someone came into your room?
Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like you should have been more like clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like... Oh, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Witness, about this person who enters a side room.
Oh. I was like, oh my god, that's my sister. Okay, so I think... And, like, her costume looked totally normal. Like, wasn't it covered in blood? Right? Yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah, right.
Objection!
It's okay you did this, but then why did you press all the other statements?
Oh, well, no, I was just curious in case something else was going to come up. I
that's
don't know.
Okay.
I know, I kind of like did like a double take when Angel was me, like, well, it was covered in blood, right? I was like,
Oh.
like, if there was a camera on my face, my eyes were like, yeah.
I actually don't even remember saying that out loud. I thought that was like an internal thought.
That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Angel.
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't really think you thought that at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone like this appeared before you.
There's a blood spray.
Miss Miney, why do you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order, Ms. Miney. What is the meaning of this? Ms. Miney?
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That...
When, now that you saw she kind of like did a little anger thing.
Yeah,
Her eyes open.
Yeah,
too.
now you can kind of get into the,
Oh,
Yeah.
her face crack.
right.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
Kind of like how you did with April May.
Yes.
Not the voice, but like, that
Gotcha,
sort of,
gotcha.
yeah. It's like, it's kind of breaking a
I
little.
was kind of going for that when she was laughing.
Yeah. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well,
That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there.
Oh.
It's just like SungWon just said.
yeah.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself down, witness.
Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap.
Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please.
Ugh. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Well, maybe he could be a lot more help tomorrow.
Oh. Probably not.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Probably not tomorrow. Yeah, whatever.